Now I am. Okay, now I'm on YouTube as well. Still waiting for it to kick up. Hello, hello! Obviously, probably changed the algorithm. They probably had a huge algorithm shift. It's just like, when you have so many videos, you're used to at least getting constant notifications. Like, I have my notifications turned off. But you have constant views on your videos if you have a lot on them. At least, like, 1 view per video per day kind of thing. And there was at one point, like, 18 minutes had passed since, like, the last person saw a video kind of thing. And then there was another creator that posted about how her views were all sniped. I think it's next week or in 2 weeks. I don't know. I honestly think that this app is either going to be extended or it's going to go dark without notice. And I'm at the point where I don't care anymore. I'm having fun on YouTube. The only difficulty I have is giving a review on YouTube. It's difficult to keep a review video for shorts less than 3 minutes. So it's another thing that I'm kind of struggling with is like, I want to record content for YouTube and TikTok, but YouTube, I don't want to make a vertical video and post it as a regular video because you get that weird, I don't know if you guys know what I mean, but I want to record videos like this on YouTube. But if I'm making the same content for TikTok, it's like, should I get 2 cameras? It's excessive. So, I don't know. Playing around with options because I hate having to pick one or the other. I kind of wish the band would just make a decision for me, to be honest. I am on YouTube, yes. I am currently on YouTube right now. I'm probably going to get these reading sprints started and then disappear for like 2 minutes because I haven't even had dinner. I'm just going to like make a quick sandwich. Today was supposed to be super easy and super smooth and it turned so busy. So busy. Daniel, I just packaged your box. So tomorrow morning I have to like head off to the stores for work. So as soon as the post office opens, I'm gonna send your package. What up, Talia? Hey, Blair. Hi, Nicole. Welcome, one. Welcome all. But if you guys do want to help out, you guys already are. Liking, if you guys are on anybody's lives on TikTok, on YouTube, I think there's a way to like it. I don't know. But at least on TikTok, if you like someone's live, so like if you're on Sandy's or if you're on Janet's or whoever else, if you like the lives and you share it, it gives our live a boost and goes more into the For You page. So that tidbit there. But I'm gonna get this timer started so I can disappear and make a sandwich and get food. Today, I am reading from a Kindle. I don't have my setup. I don't even know where my clicker is. Hang on, can I scoochy that and then maybe yeah, but it'll look weird if I'm just like staring over here and you guys have no idea what I'm looking at. And then on YouTube as well, I'll just hold my Kindle. It looks funky if I'm just staring off in the distance and you guys know I'm on a Kindle. How does this look on YouTube? On TikTok, you guys would see it. On YouTube, you guys would not. Meh? What up? Okay. It's too awkward. Alright, so I'm just gonna hold it. Who needs a clicker? Not me. Come wintertime I will though, because I'll need to get under the blankets. Alright. Taylor Jenkins read while cleaning my kitchen. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna get the timer started and then I'm gonna disappear, make a sandwich, and then we'll be back. Yeah. You guys will have 1 minute to grab all your cats and jazz and all that. Oliver's probably gonna show up and sit on my cables as he always loves to do. I know, Dakota, it's been a bit, man. Don't do that. Stay. I did finish the Baby Dragon. The video is up. It is currently, last I saw, it was at 54 views. All day, TikTok has not been pushing my content, so I don't know how many have seen it now, but I would not be surprised if it's sitting at nothing. What is it at right now? 132. That's not bad. I'll take it. Whatever. Alright, Oliver is fantastic. Annoying and fantastic. No, don't apologize, Dakota. We are entering in our busy season, so I'll be apologizing soon. Y'all have fun reading. I'm gonna go make a sandwich. Happy sprinting! Alright. How did that first sprint go for everyone? Hey, stop it. Ugh. I'm reading book 3 of a series that I finished like 3 months ago, I think. And I'm like, wait, who are you? Wait, what happened? Hang on, say that again. Read 2 pages, had to help a friend on a game. Valid. I remember when my brother used to do that. Be like, Gabby, I can't get past this level. Finish it for me. I will be opening this bag while we are chatting. 30 pages. I am reading... Why do I always forget the title of this book? It is not that hard. A Heart of Crimson Flames, which is book 3 to A River of Golden Bones by A.K. Mulford. The book comes out in November, so I have the arc that I'm reading. My current NetGalley score is 3 out of 4, so it's 75%, and apparently that is not good. I mean, I've only done 3 books, so it's like, it's not bad, but it's like, dang man, give me a break. Book 2 in a duology, and I read a year ago, yes. What up, Katie? Hello, welcome back in. 100 pages left in Catabasis. I can't wait. Mine is looking at me, but I'm like, girl, I don't know when I'm going to be reading you. I'm working on it, man. Reading The Broker by John Grisham. How do they rate reviews? So NetGalley, their ratio percentage is how many books they've given you and how many books you've reviewed. So out of 4 books that they've given me, I've reviewed 3. So currently, if I wanted to request more books, some publishers will look at your ratio, and if you have less than 80% of the books that are given to you, if less than 80% have been reviewed, sometimes they don't even like look at you. They don't even give you a book. So I started getting like some requests denied, and that's when I found out. I was like, oh, it's because you're at less than 80%. I'm like, well, because I just started. Like, if they gave you a book, your ratio, and you haven't reviewed it yet, your ratio is 0%. If they gave you 2 books and you've reviewed 1 of them, your ratio is 50%. Like, you gotta read more books to get the ratio up. So I'm like, alright, let me just knock this one out, because I was gonna wait till next month to read it. Let me just knock this one out, get myself back up to 100%. Because, like, book 2, A Language of Dragons, book 2 is on NetGalley for ARCs. And I got denied book 2. It's like... But there was another book that I was looking at that I'm very intrigued by, and I decided I'm just gonna wait till I'm back at 100% to start requesting more books. But then there's a lot of other people that have like horrible ratios and they get approved books left and right. I think I'm just picky on the kind of books that I'm looking to read. Reading a book for master's program. Oh my goodness. Is it a fun book? I forgot a major. God died and what her... Oh, we're back to this, Dakota. You can't tell us what you're reading. And no character names. In case someone's reading that same book and knows the character name. No. While I was the night on, Bridges didn't break. That's one of the ones that I was like hesitant. Was I hesitant or did I request it? And again, it's not always the reason. It's just like when I went on my profile, it said 75% and then in parentheses, recommended to have over 80% or something. And I was like, I got 3 out of 4. I mean, come on. So, 4th different series that has a god name. No, it's valid. But in case someone else is like, I think I know what he's talking about. Too much info, Dakota. Now they're really going to be like, wait, now I really know what series. Actually, it's about kids with concerning behaviors and how to help them. Oh, nice. Well, welcome in, Stevie. And just for those who aren't aware, if I'm talking to people and you don't know who I'm talking to, I'm also live on TikTok. And TikTok, if you see me acknowledging people that you don't see, I'm also live on YouTube. So I'm talking to both y'all, and y'all might not see each other, but that be how it be. I need to play more with YouTube Live, though, because I want to integrate... There's a focus game called Spirit City, and I've seen a lot of reading sprints that integrate that into their lives. So I want to play more with that, but at the same time, I like my setups. I don't know. Figuring things out. Don't want to do that. But anyways, how far am I in this thing? Got my hot Cheetos ready for the next sprint. I am currently at 7%. And I'm glad I'm reading this book because one of the characters, this book jumps in perspectives, in points of view. One of the characters, I really disliked the narrator of the audiobook in book 2. So much so that I almost DNF'd the book because I was so annoyed with the audiobook, and then I decided the way the narrator was reading the character, I was like, if I was reading this book, I wouldn't read it like that. So I decided to give the book a go in physical format, changed everything. Because the narrator made it sound like she didn't care and she was annoyed by everything. But then when I'm reading it, she's really a warrior that's concerned about a lot of things. Like, it's just a whole different shift in tone. Keep getting books from the library instead of reading my TBR. I am so behind. I threw a ton of books on Pango Books yesterday. I spent all weekend just scanning, and I found 2 more that I need to scan and add. But essentially, I'm going through my shelves, and it's like, I love having all these books. But I removed books that I don't care about, or that I forgot about, or books that I'm just like, if I'm okay giving it to a friend and forgetting about it, like, I posted that on Pango Books. And then what I'm gonna do is, if a book hasn't sold in, like, say 6 months, then I'll take those books off of Pango and take them to little free libraries. I threw my textbooks on there because, like, I took my textbooks to Half Price Books and they were going to give me $8. And I was like, you do realize if I sell each textbook for $1 each, I make more money than what you're offering me? So I threw my textbooks on Pango because I'm like, someone's going to be interested. But if nobody bites on those after 6 months, I'm just taking it to my old college. Not going to give Half Price Books the satisfaction. I'm just going to give them my money when I buy more books. It was frustrating. But I currently have a little over 130. I have 2 packages that are sending out. I'm sending out tomorrow morning. Katya, if you're in here, sometimes you're in here. Yours is also getting shipped tomorrow. Sediments with buying, sadly. Yeah, no, they're like, I've seen so many comments from employees of Half Price Books that are like, never sell us books. Never sell us books. They're just as bad as I used to work at GameStop. They're just as bad as GameStop. Pennies on the dollar. Worst thing. Just hit up Facebook Marketplace, which so I have all my books up on Pango. I was gonna do Pango first, and then hopefully this week, I think slowly I'm gonna start posting my books on Facebook Marketplace to try and see if I can get some local sales and skip the shipping process. But I just have so many books to get rid of. Like, I think I need to invest on a cheap shelf just to keep the books that I'm selling. Because right now they're all I have like a little table in my hallway and all the books are just piled on that little table, and every time I'm just like, I need to put you guys in some good storage. So I don't know. A lot of people are saving my books into their shelves, like they're adding it to their carts, but nobody's doing anything. And it's because I'm not doing this for a while, only because I don't have time to play with it and deal with the deals and such. But a lot of people will take a book and they'll add it to their carts because we get notified they do that. And some sellers will send you an offer for a discount if you just buy it. So a ton of people will take books, put them in their carts, and wait. And it's like, I'm not putting anything on sale right now for a bit. Like, I spent all day, I was almost late to Sprint and I didn't eat. Hi, Christina! And I didn't eat dinner until afterwards because I was just like swamped with work. We have one event this month. Next month I have 2 events. I'm literally flying to Mexico and then flying home for 5 hours to switch my suitcases to then fly to Milwaukee. Milwaukee. The following month we're going to Las Vegas, and then I get to come home for a day, hopefully. And then the very next day fly to Brazil. Like, there's too much going on for me to sit and think about discounts and all this other stuff. So some of these items are just sitting in carts. Let me see. Although I did create a wishbone shelf on Pango Books. So if you go to my account, which is on my link tree, and you click on my profile, you can see our shelves. So every time, if I find a wishbone book, whether it's mine or somebody else's, I have it in there because I'm basically trying to help collectors. I'm buying books from Half Price Books and posting it on here for the exact same cost that I'm paying for it. Because I know how hard it is to find those Wishbone books, so I want to help other people. I'm currently looking for 1, 2. There's 4 books that I have from Wishbone that are by the Scholastics Publishing, and I'm trying to get them from the Big Red Chair Publishing, which is actually, Big Red Chair is the group of PBS Wishbone. So I have those 4 books, but I'm trying to get them with the same publisher, because, like, if you know Wishbone, you know why I want the Big Red Chair Publishing as opposed to Scholastics Publishing. Like, Scholastics Publishing isn't even, like, barely recognized on Pango Books because the ISBN has an X at the end, which is somewhat annoying. Alright. 13 minutes on the clock. Worms and Dragons. Happy sprinting. How did that sprint go for you guys? Has it really only been an hour? Man. Like, it feels so much later than it actually is. Made it to 19%. Oh, awesome. Got 2 chapters done. I got to 16%. Not bad. Excuse me. Manana, manana, manana. Oh, I'm not yawning, you're yawning. Oh, awesome, Cassie. Got 72% of my book. Maybe this may be the night I finish this book. Yes, we will not let you leave until you finish that book. I'll walk away and go to bed, but I will not turn off my live until you finish the book. Hello, hello. 35% into Silver Elite. 10% into Verity. That's what you just started that one last night, right? How are you liking it so far, Kendra? I haven't read it myself, so I can't be like yay or nay. 10%. That's Not My Name by Megan Lally. I'm not tired. I'm just like, I'm craving sugar. This is bad. I have gum, but that gum goes bad after a while. 2 chapters down. Kindle says I have less than 3 hours left. I removed the clock thingy from my Kindle. My brain looks at it like a GPS challenge. I can't do that. Still up in the air. I'll know more next sprint. Gotcha. Popcorn. Thinking about this book since I went to the pool. I think that was like a month. Hey, you know what though? My Storygraph reading streak is like on day 60 something because I committed to reading at least 5 pages a day because that counts. And there was like a whole week and a half that I could only read about 10 pages a day or 1 chapter a day. And then like we were just working crazy long hours. I get back to the hotel, read 5 to 10 pages and go to sleep. And it still counts. You will finish that book several years from now. No, I'm kidding. But it's just like, you know what? It is what it is. If I want to keep the reading streak alive, I can read 1 chapter at minimum. 1 chapter a day at minimum. Keep it going. Because my longest streak was like 24 days. And that was like months ago. But this time around, I was like, no, I'm gonna keep it going. So right now, let's see what I'm at. What today will be. And audiobooks count. So some days I can't read, so I'll listen to the audiobook. This will be day 67. 67 days in a row reading a book. All because I am totally okay with reading 5 pages at minimum per day. 3 months ago, help me by saying every page counts. Yep, it does. It does. No, it's definitely like it's weird. We're in a mindset now where we think we don't have time to read and we're literally picturing ourselves getting comfortable and spending 30 minutes to an hour reading, and it's like, yeah, sometimes we're busy. Today I was mad at myself because I have been trying to wake up before 7 a.m. every single day. And for the last week, I've done that. Today, I woke up, and in me turning off my alarm, I fell back asleep. So I woke up like around 8:30ish. And I've realized, no, it was like 9 something, I think. I've realized the earlier I wake up, I have like a lot more time in the day. Obviously, duh. Great realization, Crystal. Shush. But like I have breakfast on time as opposed to eating something around 11 o'clock kind of thing. And I have a lot more energy. Today, I woke up late and it should have been an easy day, but instead I'm trying to I had so much work stuff pop up out of nowhere. Very productive day. I had to package two orders. I had to go and buy some supplies for work. Tomorrow, I have to go grocery shopping for the office. So it's just like all these things are kind of just piling up. Like 3% of the book. Exactly. If you don't think about when you're going to finish it. Don't think about the next book you want to read. The only time there's a time crunch is if it's like an ARC read or you're trying to finish a book before an author signing, those kinds of things. But for the most part, just 5 to 10 pages. That should be like a challenge that I make. Like everyone starting today, show me your streaks kind of thing. Let's go from today to the end of the year. You know what? Anybody on this live, anybody, and then I'll just pitch it every single time. From now to the end of the year, commit to reading 5 to 10 pages a day. You'll probably read more than that, but if you can't, 5 to 10 pages a day. If you're on an audiobook, 15 minutes or more. Go to the bathroom and listen to an audiobook. Like 15 minutes or more, audiobook. If it has to be 10 minutes, okay, that's fine. That's totally fine. But that way it's like, at least you're still getting the context of the book. You're not feeling bad, and you don't have to. People are like, why do I have to read every day? I'm not talking to you then. It's just the ones that want to like maintain a streak. Like, there's a lot of people, a lot of runners I know. They have a running streak. They've gone like 2 years straight running every single day, and they'll run maybe like 1 mile a day or half a mile a day. Like, they'll do something small. They'll do their big workouts, but then they'll do like little workouts in between. And I used to be one of those that was like, I don't have that much time, and how are you doing that? And I'm like, you know what? If I was on my lunch break to run from my apartment complex up the parking lot hill down to my mailbox, get the mail, and then go in reverse, I probably just did half a mile of running, got blood flowing in my legs, and I can mark that as a streak. So easy. So, running streak. I'm on day 66 now of no less than 5 pages per day. 10 minutes minimum on an audiobook. I usually read in my car. Anytime I'm waiting on anything that requires me to stay in my car. Yeah, I've been bad lately. Like, I'm listening to a really good audiobook. So the book that I have usually on display behind me is the audiobook I'm listening to. If I have the book trophy, which I usually do, because I'm also using audiobooks to knock off my physical TBR. So I'm currently listening to Matthew Perry's memoir, and it's narrated by Matthew Perry. Like, I wish I would have... I bought that book when it first came out. And this was like in 2022, I think. And I was like, I'm going to read books. I'm going to get back into reading. Surprise, I didn't until like a year later. But it's like, I wish I would have read that and ran into him and just given him a big old hug. Would it have been random as heck? Absolutely. But dang, man, that dude has gone through so much. And it goes back to the fact that you see people, if he wasn't famous and you saw him in the streets with the exact same lifestyle, you wouldn't treat him the same way. And it's like, how many people in the streets have gone through the same stuff he's been through, and because they're not famous, we don't give them a second look. It is so powerful. It is good. I will say, I have had to listen to it at 1.5 speed because, I mean, he's older, and you could definitely see the impact of his lifestyle, that it just sounded like his voice was just, it was just kind of like slurred and dragging. Like, it was hard to listen to, knowing the changes that he had gone to. So I had to, if I had to speed it up, I always listen to 1.5 anyways, but with him, listening to it at 1.5 or 1.25 was closer to listening to Matthew Perry as we came to know him in real life. It was crazy. Yeah, it is sad that he died, yeah. That was that last year? It was 1 or 2 years after he released that book is when it happened. So I know he was still alive for the reunion. But anyways, the book is absolutely insane. It talks about his lifestyle. It is absolutely insane. Reading a book on audio. Yeah, he's reading a book. Audiobooks count as reading. So if you can't physically hold a book, audiobooks definitely count towards reading. This is like the second time I've looked at my clock. Right when it's time. Like, my brain just knows. All my cats decided to ditch me again. They've loved hanging out in the living room. There's apparently like a little loose cat that sometimes get in my patio. Listen to the audio. Dude, it's just like, it's so eerie now, especially because he's talking about death in the first chapter, and I'm like, whoa, ooh, ouch. Like, the bat signals he was sending before. No, I have not seen any theories. I don't even know the full account of how he passed. I haven't looked into that. So hope for him at the end. I have seen that. He was definitely going through a lot better circumstances. All right, 30 minutes on the clock. Happy sprinting. is that sprint for you guys? Oh boy. Excuse me. Where am I at right now? 26%. Not bad. Good evening, Sherry. Oh my goodness. Oh no. What happened, miss? Page 42, 15% of the way in. 32% for Dakota. 78% for Kyber Specs. And Sherry, I'm also live on TikTok, so if you see me talking to people that aren't in the chat, I'm on YouTube and TikTok tonight, watching you both. Book is stressing me out. I'm so sorry. I be screaming at people now. That's always a good part to be in the book. So as long as you're like enjoy screaming and not like, I can say that like while I'm intrigued by the storyline in this book, I don't like how this author writes smut. So, good thing about smut in physical form is you can skip it very quickly. 6% into the pursued. Oh, can't say. Okay, valid. We'll just freak out along with you. 100 pages left of Ina Garden's memoir. Thanks for the gifts. Thanks for the little tiny dinies. Probably enjoying it, but you know, yeah. Halfway through Anima Rising by Christopher Moore. It's so weird and hilarious. What was the last funny book I read? I think the last funny book I read was it Iron Flame? It just might be. I need to add some more funny books into my library. Do you still read your Wrapped? Yes. Yes, I have been. I read a few arcs lately, and I think I'm going to put a pause on requesting more because that's obviously not taking away from my TBR. But I've been listening to a lot of audiobooks from my TBR and picking up on some physical books. The physical books have kind of been 50-50. A mix of books that just came out and a mix of my TBR. I will say I listed a bunch of books on Pango Books. That is on my link tree. And that took away a lot of books from my TBR. So that's good. I went through and I was like, what am I just not going to read? Like, let's just be real. This is not going to go anywhere. Let's get it out of my library. So I took those guys out. Over 50% in Shield of Sparrows. Definitely curing my slump. Yay! Hello, Arrowfire. Welcome in. Anxious People by Frederick Bachman is funny. Anxious People. The one that I want to read, oh my gosh, hang on. Let me pull up my wish list real quick. Like, the title itself is absolutely, I laugh at the title. It's so hilarious. Let me see, where is it? How to Become the Dark Lord and Die Trying. And then book 2 is Everybody Wants to Rule the World Except Me. I want to read both of those books. I forget who it was that was reading those, and I was like, I'm sorry, what is that book called? It's not fantasy. Yeah, like, I've never picked up a book that's just a humor book. But I love it when, like, a fantasy or a historical fiction, or, like, I love it when there's humor in that. So it's not that I want to read a humorous book. I still want to read fantasy. But, you know, like I said, like, Iron Flame was absolutely hilarious. I laughed so hard in that book. So it's always enjoyable when it's mixed. I need both of them. Yes! Dude, both of those. How to Become the Dark Lord and Die Trying. Like, it sounds very promising. After Verity, I'm reading Iron Flame for the first time. Kendra, when did you read Fourth Wing? Because I will say, I highly recommend a straight reread Fourth Wing Iron Flame Onyx Storm because Rebecca Yarros does not summarize, and a lot of crucial details are prominent. Okay, January. Might not have been too long. I don't know what kind of reader you are, how well you maintain details, but the little tiny details become very important. Especially Iron Flame to Onyx Storm, don't put any books in between them. She's not forgiving, and she jumps right in as if the book didn't end. Reading Fourth Wing when I get them all with sprayed edges. Nice! Oh, that's right. I don't think I ordered the Fourth Wing one, because let's just face it, there's way too many editions of Fourth Wing and Iron Flame. If I buy Fourth Wing and Iron Flame, it's not because I love the books. Like, yes, I have the sprayed edges up there. I don't have all of them up there because I absolutely like. Fourth Wing is great. I'm not obsessed with it. But if a sprayed edge has a dragon, it's going on my dragon shelf. But there's just way too many versions of Fourth Wing, so I think I skipped the new Fourth Wing coming out, but I did get the Iron Flame because I don't have... I think Iron Flame, this is the first time it has, like, dragons on the edges as a hardcover. So... Hi, Crystal! Oliver's great! Matching edges and I don't own them, so worth it for me. Yeah, no, definitely. Because I just got... I don't know, what is the Fourth Wing? I'm getting the Iron Flame, but let me see here. Fourth Wing... Because my money's going to freaking Aragon. Okay, so... Like, the Fourth Wing is nice, but I'm like, dude, like, I cannot keep... I actually unhauled my paperback version. That's in Pango Books, which has no sprayed edges on it. Yeah, so I have the first edition, I have the paperback edition, and then I have the 2 Onyx Storm editions. So I'm gonna throw in the Iron Flame sprayed edges. I don't think I want to throw in the Fourth Wing sprayed edges. Like, at that point, when do you stop with the dragons? I have no idea. Crystal Stray Kids? Iron Flame. Iron Flame has a gorgeous color to it. I was like, fine, I'm getting you. I'm getting the Iron Flame. Did you guys see the baseball theme Fourth Wing books? I didn't know this. I had no idea. But Fourth Wing, like Rebecca Yarros is going to different baseball stadiums, and of course, the moment the tickets went on sale, they sold out. Pango Books is where I sell my used books. It's on my link tree. But she's going to different baseball stadiums, and she's of course at every baseball stadium you can get a Fourth Wing edition, and it's got like baseball stitches. Like, the books look amazing. What I didn't know is that every stadium had their own version of the Fourth Wing book. So my friend went to Fenway, and it had the Red Sox logo on the Fourth Wing book. I think theirs was white. I saw another stadium that had red. Again, excessive amounts of Fourth Wing editions, but it was gorgeous. I can see those selling for like thousands of dollars, honestly. It has nothing to do, exactly, it has nothing to do with baseball. She was just going to these baseball stadiums and throwing the first pitch, and I guess she was doing kind of like a tour kind of thing, and MLB basically did like a theme night. You know how like the Texas Rangers this past weekend had a Pokemon Go theme night, and those tickets sold out. So they had like Pokemon Go jerseys. Like, I had no chance of going, but so they had a Fourth Wing theme night at different baseball stadiums, and each stadium had their own edition of Fourth Wing and Wing Leader jackets for like those stadiums. So, dude, a Fourth Wing is all of Fourth Wing is a money grab. All of Fourth Wing is a money grab. Count how many special editions have come out since Onyx Storm. Not including anything before Onyx Storm. Since Onyx Storm, count how many Fourth Wing special editions have come out. It is absolutely ridiculous. Now go back in time. Like, I could fill an entire wall, most likely, with all the Fourth Wing, Iron Flame, Onyx Storm editions out there. Like, it's... I'm not doing it. I'm not hopping on that train. I got, like I said, I got my dragon edges for my dragon shelf, and I'm getting Iron Flame for my dragon shelf. Like, this is like bookshelf decor at this point, which is why I'm not going to get the 4th wing, because it's like, I got to draw the line. I got to stop it. But I do like the different colors in Iron Flame. No, I saw the one from the Colorado baseball team. Oh, I didn't see the Colorado one. I saw the Boston one, and then I forget which one was red. Which team was red? Aw, thank you so much, Johnny. Welcome in. Feel weird. Regina, never feel like you have to... All last year, I was trying to catch up. All of last year, I tried catching up to what was popular. Don't... Read what you want to read. I love dragons, and the dragons have the same attitude in 4th Wing as they do in Aragon, which is why I love the series. But if you haven't read 4th Wing, don't feel like you have to. You read what you want to read. I recommend you reading it if you plan on reading it in the future. I recommend you reading it now so that you don't get any spoilers. But if you don't care about reading the series, then don't read the series. It is totally okay. Thanks for the roses. Colorado one was... Oh, the Colorado one was a red one. Okay. I know the 4th Wing one had white, and then on the back it had like baseball stitches on the edges. I gotta ask my friend to bring it to... She goes to my local book club. I gotta ask her to bring it. But I can't agree on the Red Rising one. But you know, it's different for everyone. All right, 30 minutes on the clock. We're gonna do 2 more sprints tonight. was a page turn. How did that go for everyone? Come on. Ugh. Got to 14%. At some point, my Kindle, this is an old one, it switched from showing me the page number to showing me how much time I had left. And I was like, I don't think so. I looked down and it was like 2 minutes left in the chapter. It's like, I didn't ask you for time. So I toggled it back, but I thought that was really weird. I've never turned that setting on. Hi, Meg! 19%, only 31% for Dakota. Ooh, 332 out of 435. It's about 100 pages tonight. Think you're gonna finish it? You're gonna wait till tomorrow. Shield of Sparrows has no dragons, but there are a lot of pretty great monsters. Nice. You're not allowed to be here unless you're reading about dragons. Can't sit with us. I have that setting on. I don't have that setting on because I will race it. Like, I want to know what page I'm on, what percentage I'm on. I don't want to know how much time I have left, because I will take it as a challenge. And I want to enjoy the book. So my mentality I can't do that. I can't. 63% through Rebel Witch. Nice. How did that one? Oh, I'm sorry. That's my problem. Yep. I'm gonna try and finish tonight. Currently sitting on the softball fields. Oh, nice. I need to see sports. I miss sports. Like, I used to go to all my nephews and nieces, but now my niece's daughter is turning 1. My oldest nephew graduated college last year. And then my 3 other nephews, one is in college, and the twins just started this semester. So, sports are gone. Well, I mean, two of them are in power. Well, I think 3 of them are in powerlifting. I don't know how many of them are competing. But, oh God. Give me 2 seconds. Sorry for the TMI, but one of the cats used the litter box and did not bury their poop. Who was it? Or did Oliver just fart? Can you not lay on my cages? Leave it alone, please. What's your butt? Okay. Lay over here. Alright, I think I'm convinced Oliver farted. So, we're good now. That's fine. Just an old man cat fart. That's great. And we're back. Daughter has practice almost every day, so I just read for 2 hours. I miss that. I would go to my nephew's swim practice sometimes, and that was fun. How many siblings? I have 3 siblings. 2 of them have kids. Me and my other brother do not. Well, I have 3 kids. One of them just farted and is currently sleeping on his fur bed. Yeah, little Oliver. I have 3 fur babies. My little guy likes the vibes so much he grabbed his own book. Yeah! Tell your little guy I like to read and play Pokemon and I like K-pop Demon Hunters. I bought 4 books off your Pango. Yes, I saw that. I am hoping I have 2 orders that I am shipping tomorrow morning, so I might be able to ship yours depending on when I package it. If not, the next day for sure. Partner and I have 5 fur babies. Yes, the little fuzzies. One of them is always on my lap during reading sprints, but she's been distracted because we have a stray cat in the neighborhood that likes to get into my patio. So, and then the other one, she was here at the beginning, but she's probably sleeping in the living room right now. Same! Yes! I didn't know cats fart. Yes, they do. It doesn't happen often. When Oliver does, my 16-year-old, you know. I'm glad Glitch doesn't, because Glitch is the worst in the litter box. Like, she'll cover it, but it smells bad. Love your library, by the way. Ah, thank you so much. It was a dream come true last year. I caved and I did it. Tell everyone, IKEA bookshelves, you can really make a lot of magic with just how you arrange them. Super affordable. Just got my second dog and I'm overwhelmed. 5, you're a warrior. Yes, dogs are... I've always wanted to have a puppy and a kitten. Unfortunately, because I travel a lot, I can't. That doesn't have kids, thankfully. Yes. Yeah, I honestly, like, I got divorced a few years ago, and that was the biggest, like, super grateful that kids never happened. We have 2 dogs, 3 cats. Lots of chaos at all times. But it's so fun, I bet. Like, Xena's my hilarious child. She always makes me laugh all day long. I can't imagine with dogs and cats. IKEA is the way to go. Oh my gosh. Like, the middle bookshelf, the very middle one, is the exact same thing as the ones next to it. I just angled it to look like a corner, and IKEA has brackets that you can attach at the top to hold them together, but those are just 3 regular bookshelves arranged. So yeah, if you have OCD, there's a gap behind the bookshelf. It's not a corner bookshelf. I'm sorry I told you that. I almost lost something back there when I was building everything. What was it? The LED strip, the light strip almost just fell all the way down there, and I was like, I can't do that. I have 4 cats, so I understand the not burying thing. Yes, 1 cat, so they all do a good job. Oliver sometimes doesn't bury his poop, but his don't smell as bad as Glitch's, so I can't really complain. Glitch, the only time she doesn't bury her poop, we're talking about cats for anybody that just joined in, is in the morning. She will not bury her poop, and she will scratch at the walls of the litter box for like 10 minutes at like 6 to 6:30 every morning. Like, that's her way of waking me up, because I will get up, shoo her out of the litter box, and bury it for her. Like, every single day. Bookshelves are my inspiration. Never knew a makeshift corner bookshelf. Yeah, it's totally possible, and it's so affordable. So affordable. You don't gotta get anything super fancy. So affordable. I did a video of like when I was putting it all together, and the video starts off with, I regret everything. Because the bookshelves aren't hard to put together. The thing is, you need to give yourself space, at least 6 inches from the bookshelf to the ceiling, if you're gonna anchor it to the wall, and I didn't do that. Also, the bookshelves look very, very tall. They're not. This is a regular sized apartment complex. On the small side, I'm just very short. They should make a gap filler thingy for it. Excuse me, they should. One of my cats buries it, but they all scratch at the sides. Dude, I don't understand the scratching of the sides. It's like 6:30 in the morning, and all you hear is... Like, you're not doing anything. There's no poop. There's no, like, I don't understand you. I don't understand you. Why is this still there? Like, every single morning. I don't understand it. I really... I'm getting nervous because I smell it. Which means he might have... I really hope he didn't. He does a good job of going to the litter box, but if it's like stuck to his fur and he walks out and it falls, that could be an issue. So as soon as we start the next sprint, I'm gonna go walk and trace back his steps to confirm that I'm smelling a fart. Sharpening the claws to wake you. It's not even sharpening claws. She'll like smell the poop and then, nope, it's not buried. Nope, it's definitely still there. Like, LED lights, something I've been wanting to do. It looks so cool and cozy. Yeah, the LED lights, you can get them super cheap. Super, super cheap. And it changes the vibe. Like, my favorite thing. YouTube is not going to see this, but TikTok is going to see this. Like, what vibe you want? Want that vibe? You know? Go with that vibe. How about some of that vibe? It's actually really pretty, though. Not going to lie. That purple was actually really nice. This will be our last sprint of the night. Green. Yeah, I used to do, so I like purple, but I felt like I was copying another creator named Janet. Hers is more of a purple vibe. My favorite color is green, but green is just like a really weird. Green and red are actually like specific colors they use on purpose in movies to bring out specific emotions. And then I figured, like, going along with that mentality, if I do blue, blue is more of a cooling, relaxing emotion. So I decided at the end of the night, welcome to the Zen Cave. Dragon's Lair. Come and chill. So it just stayed blue. It's gotta drive home. Thanks for the, oh, you're welcome. Thanks for popping in. Your order will be shipped in a day or two. No more than that. All right, last sprint of the night. Happy reading, everyone. I'm gonna go double check the litter box. page turn. Alright. This is getting exciting. I'm also kind of worried because I'm at 44% and I'm like, is this the trilogy? Because I'm hoping it's a trilogy. There's so much happening that I don't know how this series can wrap up in this book. I still got 56% left, but still, like, please don't tell me there's gonna be another one after this one. I'm spoiled, man. Like, I remember having to wait for the next book. Now it's like, what do you mean it's not complete? What do you mean we're not almost done with it? Take me back to the 90s and get used to it again. Chapter 16 of Akatar. Awesome. 88% for Kyber. Got 25% left in my book. 41% for Dakota. 24% for Cassie. Twisting. Oh, nice. Okay. This is great timing because I have to get up so early tomorrow morning. I'm not looking forward to it. I restock our office. We have like a kitchen and a snack section and stuff, and I emailed everyone like, all right guys, we're doing a restock tomorrow. Let me know what we're low on. We're low on everything. So I'm gonna be busy tomorrow going store to store. Good news is they pay for my lunch, so hey. 102 for Tara. Wonderful Tara. Hey guys. So I'm gonna pin this. I'm gonna pin that. Okay. So Tara also does reading sprints. Tara, yours are sometimes during the day, right? I'm not exactly sure, but Tara also does reading sprints. So if you guys ever want to hop on a reading sprint, I'm not available. Check her out. Am I still keep reading after we? Yes. Yes, because you got less than 100 pages, right? Was that your book? 27% for Jazz. Bawling. Not generally unless it's a weekend day. Gotcha. Okay. I know everyone's schedule is just like so wacky right now. Alright, I'm going to start with YouTube. YouTube, thanks for popping in. As of right now, my schedule is 6:30 p.m. Central. From now through Friday. If anything changes and I'm not on, go to my TikTok page and I will post on my story if I'll be late or if it's been canceled. Whatever the case may be. If you're almost done with your books, please finish them. So YouTube, mwah, thanks for popping in. And you're closing out of YouTube.